Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, bringing you guys a TNT video. This is my Tactical Nuke Tuesday series. Every Tuesday I bring you guys a nuke. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about the new reveal of the Xbox One and the Call of Duty Ghosts reveal as well in this gameplay. I figure it'd be fitting instead of just doing a separate gameplay or commentary, I guess, of that. And so I chose a little bit longer of a nuke here for this video. So let's jump into it. So the reveal kind of happened today, and I'm just going to assume most of you guys have seen it. If you guys didn't see it, I'm sure there's links out there that people have re-uploaded the trailer. I would have actually done that, and I'm just too lazy to do it this time. But the thing is I don't know. My initial impression of the Xbox One is I'm just not impressed. And the main reason why I'm not impressed is because it features, and they are featuring so many things I could just give a shit less about. One of them, networking my Xbox into and integrating it into my full entertainment system, if you will. Like, I don't want my Xbox to touch any of that. I thought I got that guy for some reason. He decided to get me with a pistol. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, I don't care about integrating my Xbox. I don't care about Connect. I don't. It's not something that I'm interested in. It's not something that's it's not something that I want for my situation. I have my Xbox set up on a monitor downstairs. I have a TV with an entertainment Xbox, not an Xbox, an entertainment computer that I have. So I have one connected to my TV at all times for media purposes, since I rip a lot of movies and watch them on there and stuff. I don't want my Xbox involved with any of that stuff, and my wife doesn't want my Xbox involved with any of that stuff. Furthermore, so really, I want to be able to play my Xbox while she's watching TV and keep it completely separate. So for me personally, it misses the mark completely. I don't want it fully integrated. I want to be able to have the ability to watch TV, or my wife to watch TV, and have the ability to play Xbox on my own. They also have been pushing a lot of integration between that and sports and other things. I saw there was a big reveal about the NFL and those sort of things. The fact that you can talk to your Xbox and turn it on. Again, all shit I just don't give a shit about. I care about the gaming aspect and the fact that this is a next generation console. We have not seen a next generation console in like a decade. So the fact that they have all these bells and whistles is just, to me, completely pointless. That doesn't mean that I'm thinking that the Xbox One is going to suck. I just think that why name it the One, and for simplicity's sake, and really it's not that simple of a device. They're making it overly complicated for things that the average consumer probably doesn't really care about. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm missing the mark, but that's personally me. Leave a comment, let me know. Do you guys use Connect? Do you guys talk to your Xbox currently, and do you guys use all the fancy features that they offer to the fullest? Because if you do, then maybe it makes sense. But for an average person like myself, it's a complete waste of time. That being said, there was a reveal with the Call of Duty Ghosts trailer, and I'll get into some details on that because I'm kind of curious on what you guys' thoughts are on the Call of Duty Ghosts reveal. I'm kind of neither here nor there on it. I mean, it sounds like interesting, and I guess I'm wanting to see more gameplay. They didn't really show a ton of gameplay. They showed a lot more about how it's made and the environments and stuff, which is great, but that doesn't actually affect the gameplay either, for the most part. So I don't know. Anyway, they start off and say that there's new characters for the game. It's a whole new world. There's a whole new engine, and there's a cast of characters that they want to be more emotional, or more of an emotional reality, they said, and to feel real. And they're speaking more from the campaign side of things. They also added a new addition of a dog to the campaign. Now, I automatically think when they say they added a dog, it helps sniff out things, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, really, a dog? I love fucking dogs, dude, don't get me wrong, but like, why would you add a fucking dog to this game? It just sounds stupid as shit to me. Again, it might be cool, who knows, but in first thought, I'm just like, what? Why spend so much time developing the way a dog looks in a stupid game? To me, it just doesn't make any sense. But the other thing is I'm curious if you're going to be able to use it in multiplayer or not. They definitely featured it more of something that's going to be towards the campaign. Obviously, I'm sure there's going to be aspects in the game. But it makes me think of kind of like the fail that BioShock Infinite had, where you had the chick running around just grabbing ammo for you and like doing all these weird things. It was just very bizarre sometimes, some things that she was doing. I just don't, I don't know. Hopefully it's not going to be one of those nuisance sort of things that they add into the game that you're just like, what the fuck? Now I have to wait for the dog to do this or that for the campaign. Or I mean, we'll just see how well they integrate it. Moving on. They were talking about this being, again, the next-gen engine. Of course they have to have a next-gen engine. It's going to be a next-gen console. They have to be able to adapt to hopefully to be able to have more available for this new generation console. Obviously, they mentioned something about Sub D, and I don't really know what that is. But they also said that their kind of motto or whatever is that gameplay drives technology. I'd like to I guess have them put their money where their mouth is and focus on the gameplay, not on the goddamn dogs and the bells and the whistles. I mean, the gameplay is the most important part. Obviously, Black Ops 2, to me, completely missed the mark because of the goddamn gameplay. With respect to the lag, was just tremendously horrible. Even to this day for myself, it's just so bad. Anyway. Moving on, I'm not trying to be super negative about this whole thing. I always look at this devil's advocate sort of way, and I don't fanboy out. They added a couple things they said to the gameplay that I'm curious about and interested in hearing about. One of them is the mantle system. It's when you hit a wall and you just leap and go over the top of the wall. Basically, it makes it so you don't hit the wall and kind of slowly get up and over. Usually you had to get a perk like Marathon Pro or something like that to make it so you jump up and leap over things faster. I'm curious, what does this mean? Does this mean you don't need a perk anymore for that type of action? Definitely curious about that. There's also a feature called a lean system where you're able to just lean out and shoot your weapon and stuff like that. I'm assuming similar to like maybe Gears of War where you have a cover system. I don't think that's probably a great idea personally, but I guess we'll have to see what it necessarily means. People have problems, or I guess not problems, but people head glitch already in Call of Duty, so I'm really curious to see where this leads with the lean system. Lastly, they added a sliding feature, and right here is always a clutch part right here. I ended up getting my hairs and running down under here. The enemies usually spawning over here, but you can see they grabbed C, so they kind of flipped part of it. Anyway, yeah, the slide feature, I'm curious to see how much of like a dolphin dive or if it's a quick slide. It looked like when they slid in the video, they slid and were able to ADS and actually shoot before the end of the slide. So it makes it look like you can slide and shoot at the same time, sort of. Curious about that. Definitely want to see more. But those are kind of 3 different features they added to the game. I'm assuming those obviously transposed to multiplayer. They were definitely segregated that into the main part of the story. Then they mentioned multiplayer. Then they mentioned dynamic maps, and that there would be like earthquakes happening on the screen and floods, and that there would be player-driven actions such as doors and explosive traps and stuff like that. Again, I personally don't give a shit about those type of things. I like it. I hate the fact that in Black Ops 2 the fucking gondola hits me. It goes like 2 miles an hour and it fucking hits me and I die from it. That shit just pisses me off. Hopefully that they have the interactions of the dynamic maps. They just do it better. The last thing that they mentioned is customizable bodies, headgear and whatnot, and I think that would be actually, oops, some shit falling around here. I think that would actually be kind of a cool addition. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys are curious to hear more about this. I know I am. Let me know what your guys' initial thoughts are as well. And that's it. TNT is up, and there's a nuke. Have a good one, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Hey, 50, 50,